Good morning, friends, neighbors. Uh, didn't get back to you yesterday, but it was a busy day. Had school. We're going to have school again today. All our stuff out here. And nothing really big to talk about. We did have a great recording session the other day. I did post just a picture and description of what we accomplished on Facebook. So that was day before yesterday. Spent hours in the studio. Had to take a little bit of a break because our neighbor was mowing her field out there, and it's like, okay, we don't have a soundproof room. So we took a break for a little while and watched, what do we watch? Wagon Train, maybe, on TV? I like to watch some of the old black and white, a lot of them black and white, not all of them, westerns on, rerun television. It's kind of fun. Gunsmoke with Matt Dillon and Dodge City and all that. And then Bonanza. We don't watch that one that much. Gunsmoke went to color. It started black and white, went to color. Bonanza probably was always colored. And then there's Wagon Train, which is black and white. And that's a fun show. That's an interesting show. Anyway, so that's sometimes we take a break, after lunch or whatever, watch some old TV. But one of the things I had to do yesterday, our granddaughter has some of these she likes squishy things. I tell her she's like a dog with a chew toy. Anyway, one of her little squishy things had burst a little bit. And they don't really leak out. There's just other squishy stuff inside, I don't know. It's one of those things. Some kids just like stuff like that. But anyway, it had burst, and she was, do you have any super glue? It's like, yeah, I'm not a big super glue user, but yeah, I know I've got some around here someplace, and I've got a bag full of medical supplies that had some super, and so I dug that out, and a little tiny package with like 3 little tiny tubes. So anyway, she got to using it, thinking that she could glue that thing back together. And we worked on it quite a while. Had some toothpicks out and tape, and it went crazy on a paper towel. And I know better not to use the top of my desk here because this is sensitive. You get it wet and it's going to leave it's soft, sort of. It came that way. It's got these pull-out panels. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, metal tray. And I used that one. In fact, it was used before I got this desk. This was a used desk that one of my sisters worked at an office supply store, and it was something they took in trade. And my mother wound up buying it from my dad when he had a family business going. And that tray had already been used to cut paper on, with a razor blade. And that's what I use it for. So it's got all slash marks all over it, but it's still smooth. Anyway, her super glue went through the paper towel that we were working on, and I came up this morning to clean my desk up because I got my fishing box. I bought some fishing tackle the other day and had my fishing box out. I had a mess up here, so I had to clean up. I went to pick that paper towel up. It had cemented itself to that tray, and like, okay, this isn't what I want. I had to take a razor blade scraper, and scrape and scrape and scrape to get that to pop off. I did. It's nice and smooth now. But that was a learning experience. Life is a learning experience. Maybe you figured that out by now. I hope you have. Because if you're not learning, you should be. Okay? Everything is a learning experience. And so that's my big tidbit for today, I guess. Just keep learning. We've got some friends from up here in Bangor, Maine that are moving to Florida next month. We don't get to see them very often. We meet them at one of my sister's houses when we've been able to get together. They're 2.5 hours north of us. We don't travel. I shouldn't say we don't travel much. I just say we don't travel, period. Walmart and back is about it. We go to our sister's houses here in Maine a couple of times a year, whatever. And they're both, 100 miles away, basically. But anyway, They visit here more than we visit there. We're old, I guess. But where was I going with that? Friends in Florida. Love you folks. Have a great move. They've got family down there. Talk to you later.